Brazos Valley Congressman McCaul has introduced two new bills in Washington. The congressman says the legislation targets America's fentanyl epidemic. Carla Castillo spoke with the lawmaker about the bills as well as other work being done in Washington.
Well, Congressman McCaul, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today. You recently introduced two bills in an effort to combat the fentanyl crisis. Can you talk a little bit about them?
Sure. The first one basically deals with sanctions against Mexican officials, primarily the Sinaloa cartel, that are responsible for the trafficking of fentanyls into the United States, but also individuals in China who may be involved with sending the precursors. You know, they come from China, they go to a port in the west coast of Mexico, then they get processed into pills, and then they get shipped into the United States. And so that, I think, through the sanction process would have a damaging impact on the cartels themselves. And the second bill will label or define fentanyls as a chemical weapon under the Chemical Biological Weapons Convention. This is designed to get the attention of both the Mexican government and the Chinese Communist Party, their governance, that we're serious about this, and you need to stop exporting this very dangerous, toxic drug into the United States. As you know, Carl, it has killed 100,000 Americans this last year alone, mainly young people. My children have been to many funerals, and that's more than Vietnam over 2 decades. So this is very much at an epidemic emergency crisis now, and we have to treat it as such.
One of the things I thought was interesting is someone who you were working with in conjunction, another lawmaker from Oregon, which I thought that state is seeing a lot of deaths. And so this is something that fentanyl appears to be just affecting the entire U.S.
Yeah, I think every state has been touched by fentanyls. And in large part, the Rust Belt states have a large opioid addiction crisis. We see a lot of deaths coming out of that area as well. Texas used to be more of a pass-through state, but we're seeing more deaths now, occurring because a lot of these kids or college kids will buy what they think may be Xanax off the street or ADD medication, and it's laced with fentanyl, and then they don't wake up. So if there are any young, I know I've got the A&M market here, I would highly advise you not to buy any prescription, what do you think are prescription drugs off the streets, because very likely they're tainted with fentanyl, and it could kill you.